mind. We gon' blow your mind. Okay, whoa. We've been on the road from the go. Hit my blow. You know we've been down for too long to give up. Can't go. I need all pesos, want it all. Case closed. I go balls to the wall. Can't hold to the ball game over. These boys can't hold me. You boys can't hold us. I told you. Better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in the hour. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind.
You was right there.
We gon' blow your mind. When I was back home washing them dishes, I
It was about that time. Oh, she thought something was wrong? My game about to start, but like I said, you can keep talking.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the 49ers going up against the Saints. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
From a
Say that
city
again.
that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Excuse me.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set, green.
First down, here's Cousins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Second down, Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Who is calling me? Hold on.
Here we go now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion
Hey,
right.
how you doing?
Detroit.
You have fun today?
On 3rd down, Cousins. Under pressure, they got him again.
I was in the middle of the game. I was like, I'm going to have to call you back.
And it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, how about that?
But yeah, when I finish this game, I'll call you back.
Defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the
hello?
sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the
She didn't
cameras
even know I
can't
had
find them.
sit.
Right?
Hold
Yeah,
on.
the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Fielded at the 33. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Got the gate?
And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen?
I still can't believe
When the guy that is
married.
carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And here's a look at the starting offense. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And he's brought down after a good gain.
What happened?
So after that big gain, let's see
what
what
they
else
just
the
go up there and
offense
jump
has
off?
up its sleeve. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And across the goal line into the end zone.
She told me what she
Touchdown,
discovered by them.
49ers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
And everything else looks like, because the earth can't look the same way after all these years.
Go. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That's probably what it is right there.
A first down throw for Cousins. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Cousins on first down. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they ask their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! No, check! Patriot!
Cousins again. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be first down 49ers.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
And here we go on first and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
It never resurfaced.
And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Stephon Anthony
Whatever I
quite
said,
quickly
yeah.
to the NFL. As soon as he joined the team, he became their leading tackler.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
There's got to be
lose
something
a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
That'll be taken in the end zone. A little 360. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Second down following the incompletion. Now T.J. Yeldon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Cousins. And he's got Snead. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Lynch in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll come out in the pistol. Second down, Cousins. Caught right side at Snead. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll look to throw. Survey. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Anthony in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Now back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron Jordan. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. That's taken on the 25. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 18 on that one. And the Saints are going to get a 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down.
It's going to electrocute every time.
In there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 2 minutes to play.
I got a high-ass light bill because of electricity
We're
strike.
back to New Orleans after this. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Blue 90. Watch it, Leopard.
No.
3rd and long for Cousins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the 49ers getting set to trot out
Their eyes probably tired.
The last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general
I have that every
rule.
once in a while, too, where it's like my
now
eyes
is a
just
little
kind of
more
get blurry for a
consistency.
minute.
Move the
And
ball
I'll
at least
blink
a
a
few
couple times,
times
it'll still
on
be
offense,
blurry.
get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the 49ers are going to get a 1st.
That girl said they was really wrong.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now let's go. 3-19. No. Check. Patriot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Leopard. Here we go now. 3-19. Let's go. Patriot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
And then it was actually her putting food in there.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
I'm sorry.
That's fun.
I did the same thing you did, but I'm just like, how do you know
First
that?
down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Now let's go. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins.
Correct.
And Cooks has it over the middle.
I would
And he'll be
expect so.
taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
And there's a lot of monkeys, too.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Green 39.
Cousins on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Cousins. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Third and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dime.
3-19. Leopard. Detroit.
3rd and long for Cousins. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down it and pump the brakes.
Did they really say trees don't sleep?
We are ready for quarter number 3.
There's a lot of dumbassery in here.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they'll run it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll send the tight end in motion. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down.
I don't understand why every time I get on the phone
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end.
Some people I was on the phone with earlier, I'm like, look, I'm going to call you back. Then they call me back again. Like, didn't I tell you last time I spoke to you I was going to call you back?
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
No, they ain't got nothing to say.
Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll learn them.
They could have texted me if it was that important.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit.
What?
But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They come out here in the eye. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, 49ers.
Oh, it's an
Quite in
octopus.
the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives him a little bit of room to complete it.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! All right, here we go. Blue 90!
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. He gets it to Cooks. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
All right, now look at 56.
Second down, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go. Yeah, you love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. Right. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us a
fresh set of downs here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, They were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Detroit now, look at 56. Look.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. It's complete to Flainer. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. It's caught left side by Cooks. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And he's got his man, that's Snead. Touchdown, New Orleans. Willie Snead, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Oh, excuse me.
And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
What's up?
Now let's go.
I'm almost done.
And they'll go on the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give
How
him
is
2
that,
on
sir?
that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9
You say you
to
watching
go.
Strange Things
The
or
line
Stranger
to gain
Things?
is the 33 on third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave them with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fella's got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Caught by Snead over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And the offense in that middle ground here on third down. 3rd and 5.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Cousins again. Brought in left side by Snead. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellent.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here.
We're not moving. We're locked in place.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And they'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49ers.
The sky is
now,
not really blue. The sky is only that color because of the
There's still
atmosphere.
3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
Girl,
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like
that's just what they named
that.
that.
Just send a message.
Well, that's
you're not
you.
Send a
quitting,
message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice.